Good day, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss the Unit 1, Introduction to Java of our subject CIT 207, Object-Oriented Programming. So in this subject, or rather in this unit, you're expected to discuss the history of Java, to describe the features of Java technology, and to identify the different phases of a Java program after this unit 1, after discussing the unit 1. Okay, but before we go to our main topic, the introduction to Java, particularly the history of Java, let's review some points from your previous computer programming subject. Okay, so I know that you're already familiar of what is programming, what is programming language, something like that. But for review purposes, let's have what is programming language. So, programming language is a set of commands. Ano yung mga commands? So, these are instructions and other syntax. So, instructions for the computer to follow what you want the computer to do. So you have to write instructions. So you can write instructions using programming language. You cannot just tell the computer by talking or by writing in dialect, but rather you have to use any programming language. So lingwahe sang computer. So languages that programmers use to write to code are called high-level languages. So let's consider ourselves as programmers. So magsulat kita sa code, ang ginagamit naton ang high-level languages. So this code can be compiled into low-level language, which is recognized directly by the computer hardware. You know, the computer hardware could not recognize the high-level languages because these high-level languages consisting of words like English, okay? But the low-level language consisting of what? Numbers. Something like this. Machine language consists of ones and zeros. Combinations ng zeros and ones. Yung machine language. Amo yung maintindihan niya sang machine language. Pero ang iniya, dinat. Ang iniya, this is an example of high-level language. So this one cannot be understood by the computer hardware. So it needs to be translated into ones and zeros so that the computer can generate the result. So high-level languages are designed to be easy to read and understand. So gindisenyo ining high-level languages for us programmers can easily understand, read, and write source code. So like, amo to kang ginagin pakita ko nga program. So may kita sang symbols, less than, greater than, equals, ng mga high-level languages. So examples of high-level languages include C++, Java, Perl, and PHP. So among the four, the Java is the language that we are going to use in this subject. Okay. Actually, there are so many high-level languages, not only the four. Okay. So languages like Perl and PHP are called interpreted languages since the source code cannot be run through an interpreter or can be run through an interpreter without being compiled. Pero ang Java, it needs an interpreter and compiler. So the low-level languages include assembly and machine languages, ang zeros and ones. An assembly language contains a list of basic instructions and is much more difficult to read than a high-level language. Actually, the assembly is similar with the high-level languages. It consists also of letters, numbers, but more on shortcut, more on abbreviation of words. That is why it's very difficult to read. So in rare cases, a programmer may decide to code a basic program in assembly. So kung sagad-sagad ka na yung programmer, so you can use assembly language. Okay. So an assembler can be used to translate the assembly code into machine code. Okay. The machine code or machine language contains a series of binary codes. Ang binary codes, amo to sa ang zeros and ones. Amo na siya ang binary code. 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Kaysa, each character like A, letter A, consisting of 8 binary codes, 4 ones, and 4 zeros. Amo man ang letter B, may 8 binary codes man na siya. So in your notebook, I require you to a notebook. Then you write your answer. What are reserved words? Actually, may kuan mo ko din may answer. Madiri ba do not copy that answer. So before you read the answer, you have to write first your answer on your notebook. Then you check if your answer is the same with the answer key. So, amo na niya ang aton nga proper lesson. So, acquire new knowledge. Ito ang review lang. So, Java background. In order for you to have a background in Java, so you have to read this. So, actually, ang old name sang Java was Oak by James Gosling of Sun Microsystems in June 1991. Pero gin-change ang Oak to Java, kaya may nag-exist na nga Oak sang una. So, why Goslings created this Java? So, ang iyang goal is to implement a virtual machine in a language that had a familiar C-like notation but with greater uniformity and simplicity than C and C++. So the first public implementation was Java 1, simply first, no? So simply 1, so na 2, 3, 4, 1995. It made the promise of write once, run anywhere with free runtimes on popular platforms. Amo ni ang purpose ang virtual machine niya. This is a Java virtual machine. Once you install the Java, you have already your virtual machine. So, magsiling ka nga virtual machine. It is a software nga ang behavior ya do machine. Wherein, ang ini nga virtual machine, dala-dala ni Java, nga wala sa gapili sang platform. Magsiling ta nga platform, operating system. Buta balon ang Java, wala gapili sang ano nga klase ka computer. Any computer can be used to write and run Java program. That is why it made the promise of write once, run anywhere. It means you can write the Java once lang, but you can run that program in any platform. Windows, Unix, Linux, or whatever operating system the Java can run. Okay? With free runtimes on popular platforms. Nabisan yung lang operating system. It was fairly secure and its security was configurable, allowing for network and file access to be limited. So, hindi madali-dali sundan ka virus. The major web browsers soon incorporated it into their standard configurations in a secure applet configuration. So later, now, we can use Java to write web pages. Okay. So Java technology. So let's talk about Java technology. So of course, Java is a programming language. It means that we can write program using Java. So this is Java programming language. So a Java as a programming language can create all kinds of applications. Okay. So if you want to create like Facebook, like any browsers, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, so you can create similar to that using the Java. So development environment, as a development environment, Java technology